Hi everyone, it's Paint Girly. I'm here with the result of my paper die, my easy peasy paper die. I of course got distracted yesterday, so by the time I went outside and checked on my paper, my small sheets were uh, dry, which wasn't a big deal. They ironed up okay. But I just wanted to show you how they turned out. Of course, I still don't think they're as pretty as Lisa's from Lisa My Eclectic Life, but I think they turned out fairly well. I'm a little surprised at some of the coloring, but you'll see as we go along. And I did pull out what I used again, just as a refresher in case you didn't watch the first video. You'll have an idea of what's going on. So first up here, I have my little pages from a hard-covered book that I took apart. I have no idea what book. And this was my orange. I think I'm gonna have my oranges confused. I think this was the orange, the Tangerine Dream. I guess I'll have to go back and watch the video. It was either my Tangerine Dream from Ranger, which doesn't need to be uh, diluted at all, or my Echo Line 326. That's an orange, but I think it was the Delusions. And I soaked all my papers in just plain clear water, crumpled them up softly, and then took the little pipette eyedropper thing and dropped the color on. So this is kind of color forward and heavy, but see, I love this right here. That really works for me. And like I said, I have really become a fan of orange, and you can see where the color started to separate, and we got some red there. So, I mean, I'm not sure that I would use them. Well, it depends on the journal, but you could fold it in half. I wonder if I leave my rock here, if that would help the focus. Or just tear it off and use it as part of a tag, but I really kind of think they're cool. And then this is the Crushed Grape Dylusions Inky Spray by Ranger. Again, I did not dilute that. I used it straight from the bottle. And you'll see that it did separate. And the blue came separate from the purple. I don't really see any red because blue and red make purple, but it's kind of cool. And then I use the yellow of, oh no, this is the, I didn't pull that one. This is the Ranger ink pad replacement ink. The, where did I pop that? The Vintage Photo. See, I'm so organized. And I thought I popped that back up here. And it's, that's not, it's in a different spot. Hold, please. Yeah, it's this, the Vintage Photo. And I did dilute this. This is very thick. But look how cool this is. What do you see? The other paper. But this got a lot of different kind of shapes in it. And it really separated. And you can see some orangey, pink, and yellow. It almost looked like I had a pattern or something, or some kind of stencil down on some of these. Look at this. It almost looks like a bullseye. There's just a circle of like a pinky red, corally pink color, and a lot of yellow. And of course, the Vintage Photo is a dark brown in the bottle. And then my graph paper, thrilled about this. This turned out, of course, I ripped some of it. This was much drier than I had hoped it would be when I went out, but some of this paper was still damp. The book paper wasn't, but I like the way this turned out too. And again, this is the Delusion spray. So hold it down a little bit. Not too much here. mostly on the end. But see, I really like that dark color and then how it fades out. And then it did get a little pink on the edge. And then another sheet. Most of the color is at this end. Look at that side. Right? Cool, right? And this, I don't know if I used the yellow. I don't think that I used the yellow, but I could have, I guess. I think this was the vintage. It really doesn't have too much on it. This one really tore. I really whacked it with the iron. So this will probably just be used for some background stuff. This had to be the yellow. And this was the Ecoline brand acrylic ink, and this is number 201. And that I put some water with it. This, I had another project, of course, going on. I laid it down and didn't cover up my ink pad, so I got ink pad on there, but it almost looks like you squashed a flower. Looks like flower guts. I don't know. Bug guts. And this is the grape. Crushed grape. Which I really like that color. First I sprayed it with my acrylic paint, my diluted acrylic paint. And that color is called Brilliant Purple, if you can believe that, by Deco Art. And it's just a little squirt of this. I just eyeball it till I get it to look the way I want. And then I just keep it in a little shaker bottle. Not a shaker bottle, a little spray bottle. So this is very soft. And then I think I dripped on some of the, towards the end, I dripped on some of the crushed purple in the dilution spray. This is what I'm most excited about. This was the Distress Ink Reinker ink, Vintage Photo, and I did water that down. Let me put my camera up just a little bit, maybe. I hope you can see the colors as well as I can in person. They're really vibrant out here on the corners, but it almost looks like a gray or a taupey gray when the color started to, when the ink started to separate. And there's all kinds of really cool shapes. I mean, this looks like a bug skeleton here to me. Right? That almost looks like a dinosaur. Look, looks like little mittened feet. Looks like a bug. Over here, to me, it looks like a pair of sunglasses. Here it looks like a bow. Crazy when you look at... Look, this looks like a... This looks like the bodice of a dress. I just thought this one turned out the best because they're so different. And I was expecting it to be more brown. Of course, when I put the water in, I really changed things. Because, where did I put that other? These were the pages where I just sprayed and then dropped on the color medium. And this is the Vintage Photo. And look how dark that got. But I didn't add water to this. I just dropped on the heavy ink, full strength. So you can see the difference, how brown this is, and how when the paper was really saturated, the color dissipated. But I think it's a cool look. And then I had some larger paper that I had dripped some coffee on. I had some coffee stains, and so I was using up some of this. So I've got a little bit of orange, and I think some of the inks puddled at the bottom of my pan, and so they started to pick up some of the different colors. The red looks better, but I'm not a fan. I don't know that I would do that red again, not for this project. This kind of a project. I'm happy with that purple. Purple, pink, blue. Not too much in the center. I think if I did this again, well, I should say when I do this again, if I'm using a larger paper, I need to concentrate and get some ink, because as I crumpled it, because it's a bigger sheet of paper, I didn't get anything in the middle. So I think I have to really reach down into that little paper bundle and drop some ink down in it. This is really very lightly colored. Certainly usable. And this is the red. It's just okay. At least it doesn't look like a crime scene, I don't think, so much this time. That side's pretty cool. But I'm telling, oh look, I don't know if you can see this. Right here, kind of on an angle, it looks like an angel. See, it looks like a wing up there and a wing over here, a little head and a body. But if you look at, take the time to look at Lisa's video, which I encourage you to do. Her papers were just was beautiful. And of course, this is my favorite, the orange. Just really, I think, worked out well. So I'm going to have to put this up as a standalone video because I don't know how to stop a video and then add on to it. And I don't know yet how to put two videos together. So I apologize. I'm going to work on that. But I will do this result video as a standalone. So this is just kind of boring to me, this red. And then I do like the purple. Of course, I should have tried some green because green's really my favorite color, but purple is second and then orange is third for me. So, of course, they're the ones that I kind of have leaned towards as far as liking how they turned out. So I don't know if it's just my taste. But really, for a very easy project to get some neat paper that you don't have to pay for, and you can make it and color it to your needs for whatever project you have. This really is not difficult to do. It really is fun, actually. And then waiting for it to dry so you can take it apart and see what kind of patterns or designs you've achieved. To me, it's just really exciting. It's just like doing a paper boil. I absolutely cannot wait to take that thing apart and see what kind of imprints you get from the different plants. So anywho, that's my story today, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. And we're under 15 minutes. So thanks for dying with me. Thanks for checking out the results, and I will see you on the next video. I have an idea, looking for a place or something to store my zines in, and the old brain is churning. So I hope you'll tune in for my next video. Don't forget, take time to be creative. Enjoy that journey. Bye, guys. See you on the next video.